My mother's favorite brother is Brisket. Brisket is also my children's father. Brisket used to come to the house every day because my mom would throw a party literally every day. My mother...
Yes, y'all heard that right, and y'all heard what she said. Now, before I run the rest of this clip, matter of fact, run the
she was
clip.
having a party. I went with my uncle. We went out to eat. We went to the park. And then we ended up at a hotel. I didn't know what was going on. And my Uncle Brisket, when we got into the hotel, he went into the bathroom and he came out.
I don't want to trigger nobody. So if this already sounds like something you don't want to hear, keep it moving. But to everybody else, I'm finna run this clip.
With nothing on. My uncle sat next to me and he said that he loves me. He know I love him too. And he asked me, do I love him? I didn't know what else to say, so I told him yeah. Because I did.
And at this point, we know the uncle was in full manipulation mode. And her being that young, she didn't have no choice but just to believe him because...
told me that he was putting Vaseline on my privates, on my vagina so it can go in really smooth, and on my butthole. But it hurt. It hurt really bad. It was blood all over the sheets, and I was shaking. I didn't want to go any further. And he stopped. He stopped, and after that, we had a very long conversation, and then he took me home. And I acted as if everything was normal, like nothing happened. When I got in the house, my mom looked at me and she said, what did your uncle buy you now, you little spoiled bitch?
Now, the manipulation here is at all-time high, 1,000. And if y'all don't see the manipulation, I feel sorry for y'all. But for the people that really want to know, let me break it down. He know that his sister don't like the daughter, and he using that to his advantage to do what he's doing to her at a young age. And she don't know it's manipulation because she's a fucking kid. She a little girl. So this whole time, look, my son fucking up my video. My bad, y'all. But then, man, if I'm gonna just run this clip.
Now let's fast forward. I'm 15 and I'm pregnant. I don't know how to tell my uncle. Uncle Brisket asked me what was going on, that I looked a little different. I was acting a little different. And I told him. I told my uncle that I was pregnant. And he said, no worries, we will fix it. I didn't know what fix it meant at the time, but apparently fix it meant I had the baby and not tell anyone. I had my first daughter when I was 16 years old. I was in the hospital and my mother was being verbally abusive. As soon as I had her, I couldn't bond skin to skin with her. My mother took right over. My mother loved my daughter as if she was her.
It's crazy because not one time she never mentioned, like, the mom didn't even ask about the dad, as if like the mom knew that the uncle been doing what he do. And like while she's telling her story, I'm just getting a lot of different ways I'm looking at this story, and her story can be very much valid and true as she said. But the fact that your mom never asked, like, where's the baby daddy at, or who's the daddy, it's kind of like she knew and she just felt guilty of the situation, and the brother must got something over her.
And I'm pregnant again. I'm standing in the kitchen with my mother and she's cooking, and my mother's looking at me and she's telling me how much of a horrible person I was. I got pregnant again in her household, and now I'm having twins. My mother looked at me standing in the kitchen before my Uncle Brisket got there, and she said, after you had those babies, you got 6 months and you out my house. Since a grown bitch want to have more kids than me in here.
Now, before I play the rest of this clip, I want to say the ending is disgusting. But I'm still going to push the issue on why the mom never asked about the kids. And if she have, and old girl just left out that in the story, cool. But I'm going to assume that the mom never asked you about the baby daddies. And that's like alarming and kind of red flags of your mom knew that her brother was smashing her daughter. Disgusting. Run the rest of this clip.
Fussing. My Uncle Brisket came upstairs with my mother. My mother was standing at the door with her hands on her hip, holding the doorknob of my door, and she said, you're going to live with your Uncle Brisket finally. You're off of my fucking hands. I was so excited. I was happy. The only person I felt like loved me in this world is taking me in with our kids. The only thing is I couldn't take my daughter. My mother would not let me take her. She refused for me to take her. I couldn't say anything still. He was on the verge of figuring it out so we can be together. So we can be a happy family. And so people won't be mad at me. And then my Uncle Brisket started looking sick, weary, tired. I thought he was trying to get rid of me, or on the verge of getting rid of me, because we were wearing him out. Here I am, 17 with 2 kids. Maybe he was tired. He didn't have any kids before me. 6 months later, after having the twins, my Uncle Brisket dies. Full-blown AIDS.